Greetings and welcome, mis amigos, mis compadres. We are covering un grande idea hoy. This is a big deal, friends. This is probably one of top 3 lessons in Algebra 1. Count them down. And today we're talking about slope-intercept form in our section 3.5 about graphing linear equations in slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form is the most popular form of the equation of lines. It's quite effective. It's going to be amazing for you. And it says this: a linear equation is written in the form y equals mx plus b. It's in slope-intercept form. And the value is this, that it tells us the slope, right, which we can then determine to be a rise over run sort of thing. And it tells us the intercept. Which intercept? The y-intercept. That the value of b, this number, is going to be the y-intercept. And if graphing, instead of using the x and y intercepts, when we had standard form, we're actually going to graph using the y-intercept. And then you watch me move by my slope. Watch me move by my slope. And we're going to be finding other points on the line by using the rise and run and repeating it, right? So you maybe would repeat this little triangle to find more points, and then you just draw the line through your points is what we'll be doing. So it turns out the benefit of this is that simply by looking at the equation, you will be able to know the slope and the y-intercept with zero math necessary, right? That when it's in this form, just by looking at it, you will know what's going on. Let's show you. I just had my students doing a little Desmos activity here a moment ago where we were realizing there's this relationship between, right, our slope, right, the m in our equation, y equals mx plus b, affects the slope of our line, and, right, so you can see I'm going up 3 over 1, and the b in the equation affects the y-intercept, right, the starting point is the way you might think about that. So if I have the equation y equals 3x minus 1, I would know that the y-intercept's -1, and then up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1. So let's take a look at example 1 and give this a try. It says, find the slope and y-intercept of the graph. So for this equation, what does m equal? M is going to be the coefficient of the x term. So the slope is 3. All right, m is equal to 3. And then what's the y-intercept? What are your guys' thoughts? So what's the y-intercept, friends? And it turns out this minus sign goes with the y-intercept, so it's -4. So let's see, I'm even going to graph this line here. So if I wanted to graph this, the y-intercept is like your starting point. So you start at -4 on the y-axis. Beep, 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 beep. And then watch me move by my slope. Up 3 and over 1. And then I can find more points if I want. Up 3 and over 1. Up 3 and over 1. Wow, that was such a great song. And then let's even giraffe this, which, by the way, amazing drawing of a giraffe on the board right now. Represent giraffe. Yeah, true story. True story. So here's the graph of that line, and notice I didn't have to do a whole bunch of calculations. I was just able to find the graph el más fácil del mundo. Now, in terms of y equals mx plus b, what is m for this line? Oh, that's weird. Look what I did. Yeah, you're all like, what's going on? Right? Yeah, I accidentally opened my symmetry tool. My bad. What is m for this? How about if I rewrite this? Y equals 0x plus 6.5. What is the m now? M is 0, right? So my slope is 0, up 0 over whatever number. And the y-intercept, The y-int. Yeah, up is, 6.5. So if I wanted to graph this, I would go up to 6 and 6.5. There's my starting value. And then I would move by my slope. Up 0 over 1. Up 0 over 1. Up 0 over 1. And yeah, that's just gonna be a horizontal line. A horizontal, right? Look at that. I even hit this. Look at that angle of 0. That's right. Take that. Problem. Although it actually looks like it's not measuring it quite right. That's weird. Yeah, maybe I'll just, if I pick my point further away, I'll get a little bit of a better line. So let's see. So let's draw that line right there. Look at that. And I would argue that even without rewriting this equation, you could have kind of looked at this and said, oh, there's no x term because the slope is 0. Right? So there's my equation B. Bravo. All right. This last equation, is not in slope-intercept form. How can I do that? Add 5x, right? Both sides. I agree. Yeah, I want to solve this for y to get it in slope-intercept form. And Adriana was saying that I could just change everybody's sign. Negative 5x plus 2. There we go. So here's my equation rewritten in slope-intercept form. Jimmy, what do you think the m is for y equals mx plus b? The slope is going to be the negative 5, the number in front of the x. And what's the b going to be? Yeah, right? Y equals mx plus b. Oh, man, I can't trace that plus sign. So if I wanted to graph this, I would start at 2, start at the y. That's the beginning. You get it? It's like the beginning of my graph. No? No one likes that joke. And then I'm going to go down 5, and over 1. And then I could even go, again, down 5 and over 1, like so. And let's see if I can graph that line. What's a good color? Yeller, maybe, I guess. Let's pick my line tool. And now I'm just going to line up my straight edge. You could use a note card. You could use a ruler. We had a student using a cell phone as a straight edge the other day. And look at that. I can draw a line like so. And now all of the points on this line represent x and y values that make that equation true. True. So yeah, so the goal is that we would be able to simply look at an equation in slope-intercept form and graph it. And graph it. Let's have you guys, I think I've got monitoring progress questions 9, 10, and 11. I'm going to have you guys try those ones. I'm going to put it up on the screen here. All right, and you guys can try this at home as well. Do the home version of Wadi Math. All right, so you want to get these in y equals mx plus b. So, friendlies, let's do these problems here. Don't worry. So let's have you guys give this a try. I'll walk around. All right, yeah. Well, let's see. So wait, what are you thinking the slope is for problem 9? No? Oh, so it hears me. That's all. Hi, microphone. So here the slope is 4, and the y-intercept. No, it's going to be the plus b. So guys, if I want to graph this, I'm going to start at -4, begin at the b, and then move by the slope. Amity, Jimmy, right? Up 4 over 1. Eventually, yes, you would, yeah. Don't worry, I'll get there. Devin, you can put that away. Thank you. Oh, wait. All right, never mind. You already asked me to. I'm crazy, Devin. I'm sorry. All right, my bad. Crazy, Mr. Waddy. All right, ladies, gentlemen, please. Question 10, what should I do? This is not in y equals mx plus b. I need to solve this for y. How do I do that? Right, Amity, you agree that this -3 should already be away from the y. How do I move the 3x? I agree. Yeah, subtract 3x from both sides. So in slope-intercept form, y equals -3x minus 3. So what is the slope? The number in front of the x, -3. And because I moved the 3x to the other side, I wanted to get it in slope-intercept form. And what is the y-intercept? It's the constant, the number that's after the x. So let's see. So to graph this, the slope, y-intercept, starts at -3, and then watch me move by my slope. Down 3 and over 1. And do it again. Why not? Down 3 and over 1. All right, and then I'm going to draw my line. All right, please, yeah. And so there we have our line, right? So this is so much better than having to find the x and y intercepts. But wait a minute, they just asked me this question. How could I find the x-intercept now? I could plug in 0 for y and do all that, but I think you're looking at the next problem. So guys, the x-intercept, I could just read right off the graph. It looks like it's at -1 here. What's the x-intercept on this graph? Ladies, gentlemen, what is the x-intercept on this graph? Right, it's 1. I agree. Yep. So, but those of you who wanted to plug in 0 for y and solve the equation, that technically would work as well. Here, Cameron, can you sit down, please? Thank you. All right. Adriana, you've been trying to tell us what to do on this one. Tell me what to do. In this one, it's +1. Adriana, what do I do? Let's get the y by itself. And then let's see. All right, actually, Devin's going to help me with this one. How do I get the y by itself? It's being multiplied by 2. Bam! He knows what's up. Divide by 2. Everybody divide by 2. Everybody. So I get y equals, and watch this. Instead of writing -x over 2, I'm going to write this as -1/2. Let me write that a little clearer. -1/2 x plus, what's 6 divided by 2? 3. I agree. I agree. So what is the slope? Almost. Yeah, down 1 over 2. Slope is negative 1/2. And Cameron, the y-intercept? The 3. I agree. So if I want to graph this, where do I begin, Pooja? Where do I begin? No? I begin at the 3. Now I could go down a half unit and over 1. But better yet, let's go down 1 and over 2 almost, right? Yeah, down 1 and over 2. Down 1 and over 2. Right? And actually, I could also go up 1 and backwards 2 if I wanted. Yeah, that would find me more points. Let's graph this, and then we'll do one more example. I hope. Example 4. Yeah, we're good for time. This is, like I said, one of the top 3 lessons of the entire course. Cameron? No, thank you. So, let's see if I can find my example 4, because it seems like I might have misplaced it. No. Guys, I deleted my example 4, but you know what I can do? I think, how quick can I be it? How quick can I be? How quick can I be? No, I'm not trying. So guys, slope and y-intercept. Slope-intercept form. This is so much faster than using x and y intercepts and using standard form. Let's see, 3.5. Watch this. Here we go. Watch how quick I can get here. I'm getting there. Example 4. Zoom in. Enhance. Oh, don't worry. I've got this. Let me invert the screen. Ready? That's crazy, isn't it? Nope. Here we go. Here's the example 4 that we were looking for. I accidentally missed it. Man, Mr. Wade making mistakes. And let me get a grid for us here. So, for this problem, how do I graph this, Amity? How do I, what is the slope and y-intercept? Now the problem is, it's not in slope-intercept form yet, so what can I do? Almost. Y equals negative 2x plus 2. And what is the slope, Ethan? Negative 2. The slope is always the coefficient of the x term. And Jimmy, what is the y-intercept? Yeah, it's the thing, it's the constant. Cameron, how do I graph this? Where do I start on my graph? Up 2, I agree, for my y-intercept. And then, right, the slope is negative 2, so I go down 2. And a slope of negative 2, by the way, is the same as negative 2 over 1. So I could go down 2 over 1. Okay. Was that like from that Shackleton adventure? Snowblind. Wow. So there you go, friends. Let's have a great day, internet friends. Bye-bye.